Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Tuesday. We've got 15 matchups on this MLB slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on our way to 22.1K subs, so keep up the good work. Check out all my betting links in the description below. Really good promos with FanDuel, guys. New customers bet 5, get 150 in bonus bets if your bet wins. So take advantage of that, guys. Other great promos as well to get in on the action. And yeah, we'll hop in it. Busy slate today, starting with the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the Miami Marlins. Arizona opening up as road favorites at -160. The Marlins +130 with the over/under at 7.5. Arizona coming into this matchup 70-56. The Marlins 46-79. Pitching for Arizona is Eduardo Rodriguez with an ERA of 5.06. Pitching for the Marlins is Edward Cabrera with an ERA of 5.76. Rodriguez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 5 strikeouts. Cabrera, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, had 2 strikeouts. His 2 games prior, though, didn't allow a run, so coming off just a bad game. Arizona beating the Marlins yesterday 9-6. A nice bounce back win from the Marlins after that 3-game losing streak they were on. They are 5-2 on the road against the Marlins, where they have been good. Rodriguez coming off back-to-back 3-run games. It was a little tough, you know. Cabrera coming off that very bad game. Marlins couldn't get the underdog cover yesterday, and Arizona's been good on the road against the Marlins. Thought they might be able to get it done yesterday, couldn't get it done. I think I'm going to lean with Arizona on the road slightly today. Next matchup, we got the Colorado Rockies versus the Washington Nationals. Nationals opening up as home favorites at -145. The Rockies +120 with the over/under at 7.5. Pitching for the Rockies is Austin Gomber with an ERA of 4.82. Pitching for the Nationals is DJ Hers with an ERA of 4.25. Gomber, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Hers, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 5 strikeouts. The Rockies coming off a Padres win. The Nationals coming off a Phillies win. I mean, if you look at the numbers, it's not that great. Colorado 1-4 against Washington, 2-6 on the road against Washington, where they really have struggled. Gomber really hasn't been that great on the mound here. Hers coming off some quality starts. You know, he's only given up 4 runs in 3 starts, which is pretty solid nowadays. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm gonna take the Nationals. Bad matchup, but Rockies have been very bad against the Nationals, especially on the road. I'll take the Nationals at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Cleveland Guardians versus the New York Yankees. Yankees opening up as home favorites at -150. Guardians +125 with the over/under at 8. Guardians coming into this matchup 72-52. The Yankees 73-52. Pitching for the Guardians is Matthew Boyd with an ERA of 1.69. Pitching for the Yankees is Lewis Gill with an ERA at 3.25. Boyd, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Gill, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Boyd's been pretty solid on the mound. I mean, he's only pitched the 1 time this season. Looked good, though. Only gave up the 1 run. Cleveland coming off a bad Brewers series, getting swept 3-0. You got Yankees coming off back-to-back Detroit losses here. Cleveland is just 1-4 against the Yankees. They really haven't played that well. Gill, he's been good his last 3. A little bit of a struggle. He's given up 7 total runs. Had that 0-run game against the Angels, though. I think I'm gonna lean with the Yankees here. I don't know. I think it's gonna be a tough matchup for Boyd on the mound, who looked good in his only start, but very tough start against the Yankees today. And yeah, both teams trying to bounce back. I'm gonna lean with the home team, and I'll take the Yankees at home. Next matchup, we got the Cincinnati Reds versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at -140. The Reds plus 115 with the over-under at 8.5. Reds coming into this matchup 61 and 64. Blue Jays 58 and 67. Pitching for the Reds is Carson Spears with an ERA of 4.55. Pitching for Toronto is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 3.85. Spears, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 8 runs, had 7 strikeouts. Barrios, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts. Spears coming off a bad 8-run game there. Barrios coming off 2 very quality starts. The Reds beating Toronto yesterday 6-3. Nice win from the Reds. Bad game from Spears. Hasn't been bad this season. Barrios, he's had some bad games too, aside from the 2 good ones he's coming off of here. But I thought Toronto would get it done yesterday. Only because Cincinnati, they're just 3-7 against Toronto here. I like them as a dog today. They showed they could definitely fight yesterday. Both pitchers going to give up some runs. I think I'm going to lean with the Reds plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Baltimore Orioles versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at minus 120. The Orioles plus 100 with the over-under at 8. Baltimore coming into this matchup 73 and 53. The Mets 65 and 60. Pitching for Baltimore is Dean Kramer with an ERA of 4.48. Pitching for the Mets is Jose Quintana with an ERA of 4.26. Kramer, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 3 strikeouts. Quintana, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 1 strikeout. Both pitchers been giving up runs here. Quintana, he's given up 12 runs in his last 3 starts. Kramer's given up 10. Baltimore coming off a Mets loss yesterday, 4-3. Nice win for the Mets. Baltimore, they are just 1-4 on the road against the Mets, where they have struggled. Both pitchers just giving up a lot of runs here. Especially Quintana. This one's tough. But both pitchers giving up a lot of runs. I think I got to take the dog. I think Baltimore is good value today on the road. Don't love Quintana. Maybe the over's a play with both pitchers giving up a lot of runs. I think I'll take Baltimore plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Philadelphia Phillies versus the Atlanta Braves. Phillies opening up as road favorites at minus 135. The Braves plus 115 with the over-under at 8.5. Phillies coming into this matchup 73 and 51. The Braves 66 and 58. Pitching for the Phillies is Zach Wheeler with an ERA of 2.72. Pitching for the Braves is Reynaldo Lopez with an ERA of 2.06. Wheeler, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, had 6 strikeouts. Lopez, his last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Phillies coming off a Nationals loss. Braves, they're coming off back-to-back Angels wins. The Phillies just 2-4 against Atlanta, 6-12 on the road, where they haven't really played well. Wheeler's been very good. Lopez, he's been good overall this season, coming off of 0-run games. Had some rough starts here lately, but I think they're good dogs today. Phillies haven't been good on the road. And I'm going to take the Braves plus 1.5 at home today. Next matchup, we got the Milwaukee Brewers versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 120. The Brewers plus 100 with the over-under at 7.5. Brewers coming into this matchup 72 and 52. The Cardinals 61 and 63. Pitching for the Brewers is Frankie Montas with an ERA of 4.86. Pitching for the Cardinals is Eric Fedde with an ERA of 3.40. Montas, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Fedde, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 4 runs, had 2 strikeouts. The Brewers on a 5-game winning streak, coming off a 3-game Cleveland sweep. Then you got St. Louis. They're 3-7 in their last 10. Been a bad stretch for the Cardinals. The Brewers 8-1 against the Cardinals, 6-0 on the road against the Cardinals, where they've been pretty dominant here. Got Montas coming off one of his better starts of the season, giving up no runs. He's coming off some bad starts here. I mean, he's given up 10 runs in his last 3. Yeah. Plus money for the Brewers today. They've been dominant against the Cardinals. I'll take the Brewers plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we got the Pittsburgh Pirates versus the Texas Rangers. Rangers opening up as home favorites at minus 135. The Pirates plus 115 with the over-under at 8. Pirates coming into this matchup 58-66. The Rangers 58-68. Pitching for the Pirates is Mitch Keller with an ERA of 3.95. Pitching for the Rangers is Cody Bradford with an ERA of 3.50. Keller, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 8 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Bradford, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 2 strikeouts. Horrible 2-game stretch for Keller here. He's coming off an 8 and 7 run game. I mean, that is just absolutely horrible. Pittsburgh 2-8 in their last 10. Lost to the Rangers yesterday 4-3. They're 0-8 on the road where they've been horrible. And yeah, I just do not trust Mitch Keller today. He has just been absolutely horrible. Especially these last 2. Overall, it hasn't been that bad, but these last 2, that's a bad 2-game stretch to rely on. Give me the Rangers at home in this one. Next matchup, we've got the Detroit Tigers versus the Chicago Cubs. Cubs opening up as home favorites at minus 160. Detroit plus 130 with the over-under at 7.5. Detroit coming into this matchup 61-64. The Cubs 61-64. Pitching for the Cubs is Javier Assad with an ERA of 3.19. And currently it's undecided for Detroit who's going to be pitching. So, go ahead and check that info out when that does get released here later. Assad, let's see. All right, his last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 1 run, had 2 strikeouts. Wasn't that bad, coming off a 1, 2, and 1 run game. So a very good solid 3-game stretch from Assad. Detroit playing pretty well though. They're 6-1 in their last 7. Cubs coming off a Toronto loss. Detroit though 9-3 on the road against the Cubs. They've been really good against the Cubs here. I like the way Detroit's playing. We'll see who ends up pitching for them. As long as it's just nobody absolutely horrible, I like Detroit here. Plus money on the road. They're actually playing very well right now during this 10-game stretch. I'll take Detroit plus 1.5 on the road today. Next matchup, we got the Boston Red Sox versus the Houston Astros. Houston opening up as home favorites at minus 130. Boston plus 110 with the over-under at 8.5. Boston coming into this matchup 65-59. Houston 68-56. Pitching for Boston is Nick Pivetta with an ERA of 4.49. Pitching for Houston is Ronel Blanco with an ERA of 2.89. Pivetta, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Blanco, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, had 4 strikeouts. Boston losing to Houston yesterday 5-4. They were on a 2-game losing streak. Houston 9-1 in their last 10. I mean, they're playing great right now. Boston 0-7 against Houston. They really struggle against the Astros here. Yeah, Astros on a heater right now. Blanco been great on the mound this season. Pivetta, he gives up runs every game. That's what Pivetta does. Don't love him on the mound. Houston's on a heater. I'll take the Astros at home today. Next matchup, we've got the Los Angeles Angels versus the Kansas City Royals. Royals opening up as home favorites at minus 200. Angels plus 160 with the over-under at 8. Angels coming into this matchup 53-72. The Royals 70-55. Pitching for the Angels is Tyler Anderson with an ERA of 3.30. Pitching for the Royals is Cole Reagans with an ERA of 3.24. Anderson, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, had 8 strikeouts. Reagans coming off back-to-back 1-run games here. Angels losing to the Royals 5-3 yesterday. They're just 2-8 in their last 10. So it's been a real struggle for the Angels. Royals on a nice little 5-game winning streak, playing very good right now. Angels 1-4 against the Royals, so they have not been very good head-to-head here. Royals playing great. Reagan's coming off some very good starts. I'll take the Royals at home. Next matchup, we got the Minnesota Twins versus San Diego Padres. Twins. Let's see. Twins opening up as slight road favorites at -110. Padres plus 100 with the over-under at 8. Twins coming into this matchup 70-55. The Padres 71-55. Pitching for the Twins is Bailey Ober with an ERA at 3.49. Pitching for the Padres is Martin Perez with an ERA of 4.53. Ober, his last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Perez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 8 strikeouts. Both pitchers pitching very well right now. So a nice pitching duel there. Minnesota on a 2-game losing streak, losing to the Padres yesterday 5-3. They are just 2-4 on the road against the Padres. Padres 6-0 at home right now. I like Perez on the mound. I like that right now you can get them as underdogs at home. Yeah, give me the Padres plus 1.5 at home in this one. Next matchup, we got the Tampa Bay Rays versus the Oakland Athletics. Rays opening up as road favorites at -120. Oakland plus 100 with the over-under at 7.5. Rays coming into this matchup 62-62. Oakland 54-71. Pitching for the Rays is Shane Baz with an ERA of 4.21. Pitching for Oakland is Joey Estez with an ERA of 4.72. Baz, his last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 6 strikeouts. Estez, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, had 3 strikeouts. Tampa Bay coming off an Oakland loss. A nice shutout win from the Oakland yesterday. Tampa is 10-4 against Oakland, so they've been good head-to-head here. Both pitchers giving up runs here, and I still think Oakland's a good dog today. Nice shutout win from them yesterday. They're playing very good. They're 7-3 in their last 10. Estez, he's been okay. No real pitching advantage on either end. I'll take Oakland plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we got the Chicago White Sox versus San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at -240. The White Sox plus 195 with the over-under at 7.5. White Sox coming into this matchup 30-96. The Giants 64-63. Pitching for the White Sox is Davis Martin with an ERA at 3.0. Pitching for the Giants is Robbie Ray with an ERA of 6.0. Martin, his last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, had 5 strikeouts, coming off 2 good starts on the mound, only giving up 1 run. Ray, his last start, he pitched half an inning, gave up 5 runs, had 2 strikeouts. White Sox on a 3-game losing streak, 2-8 in their last 10. Only lost 5-3 yesterday, so lost a little bit of a close one there. White Sox, though, they're 7-2 on the road against the Giants, 12-5 against the Giants here. I don't know, they seem kind of sneaky here. Barton coming off 2 good starts. I don't know if I want to pay -250 for the Giants. To me, even if they win, they're just not a team I trust paying that high for. You got Robbie Ray coming off a game where he got pulled in the first inning. I think I'll still take another shot with the White Sox plus 1.5 on the road. Then the last matchup, we got the Seattle Mariners versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -155. Seattle plus 130 with the over-under at 8.5. Seattle coming into this matchup 64-62. The Dodgers 74-52. Pitching for Seattle is Bryce Miller with an ERA at 3.29. Pitching for the Dodgers is Walker Buehler with an ERA of 5.58. Miller, he's coming off back-to-back 0-run games. Buehler coming off a 1-run game. Dodgers shutting out Seattle yesterday 3-0. Seattle on a bad stretch right now. 1-6 in their last 7. Bad stretch for Seattle. They are very bad against the Dodgers. 0-7 against the Dodgers. 0-8 on the road against the Dodgers here. Buehler's had some tough games here. Obviously, Miller's been good in his last two starts. But you got the Dodgers, man. They're coming into this pretty healthy, getting most of their team back. Where you got Mookie Betts, Max Muncy, Freddie Freeman back in the lineup. So this team is looking like it's full strength right now, which is pretty scary because they haven't really been a lot this season. Yeah, with Mariners, how bad they've been against the Dodgers, I got to take the Dodgers at home in this one. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Tuesday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Wednesday. Have a good one.